Lord, actually it's afternoon. It's 12:52 p.m. to be exact. Coming to you guys today. I'm actually headed out to. I gotta make a stop because I actually need to put tires on the truck, and I really don't want to slow down, but I need to because I'd rather have some tires than have an accident. So I'm gonna come to you guys for a short period this morning. I want to talk about your tribe and being careful who you associate with, do business with, share your dreams, goals, and hopes with, and who you try to help. This has been a very eye-opening experience. This entire week has been for me because I just learned a lot of things about myself, about people. And for those who are spiritual, there is something that you always hear people say about not putting your trust in man and put your trust in God. That has got to be the truest thing, the truest thing I've ever heard, because, the air is human. And so I was listening to a couple of people this morning. I'm going to give credit where credit due. I was listening to Jamal Bryant. He was talking about not allowing certain things to come into your life. And interesting enough, I was listening to, I was flipping through and I saw Jay Morrison, and he was making a comment about Black Wall Street and how we brag about it, but how we act like they never had disagreements in business. Like, out of all those businesses in that community that was thriving, that there had to be some conflicts and issues, because that's just the nature of business. That's going to occur. The key is, how do you handle it? And I think that everything comes back to how you lay the foundation. Like, for instance, I am very weary and leery of people who have 900 questions but no results. The people I respect is the people who put the work in, post the work up, to inspire other people to get it done. They get out there and they can do it too. I love that. Because that right there means they out here getting it. They ain't talking about it. They ain't perpetrating. They actually getting it. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to get up every morning and go and face your fear. Shout out to Greg Birch. I saw him post something this morning about a garbage disposal, and now he's doing some suspension rods and things of that nature. There was a time when he wasn't doing that, and that's what I love about these guys like him, Darian, Slick, Mike, Michael Campbell, all those brothers, Marcus Smith, Marcus, Thompson, all those guys. At the end of the day, and Chris, I love you guys. Shout out to Chris and Bruce. Thank you so much for your support, my brothers from another mother. But the difference between those of us who have passion, like me, I'm passionate about everything I do. So, I'll be taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? I'll be taking it personal. The reason I take it personal because I understand the sacrifices people made before me. I understand my own personal sacrifices. I understand, like right now, it's on a Sunday, and I'm in my brain trying to communicate with my customers, coordinate my week, and try to load as much as I can in between to get maximum productivity and maximum profit. Why do I do that? Because I realize every day I could be better. Like, I could do this a better way, I got to get back to my regular eating habits, they keep my mind clear, because I eat almost pescatarian style, where I eat seafood and vegetables, and I got away from that. So I'm seeing it reflect in my thought process. I'm not as clear as I normally am. I'm easily irritable, and I just really got zero tolerance for BS. That's just the truth. So when people come to me with the BS, I'm already non-tolerant. So when you come to me, I'm looking at you like, okay, today could be your day. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it really has to do with your support group. I want to tell all the gentlemen that put a call into me that I'm good and checked on me. And that's what I love about that part of our group. The ABC group is doing what they call, I had a conversation with this morning. I was telling them that the group is simply going through what we call growing pains. And it's only going through growing pains because the group is successful. And whenever you're successful like that, you're going to have a problem. you're going to have certain issues because
New text message
initially
from Heather Hess.
it may not be designed. Okay, Heather, I'm coming. But it may not be specifically designed and initially designed for the volume and the growth and things of that nature. And I think the resolve is that people need to be in basic categories. It's not wrong with being a newbie and learning and gathering as much information as you can before you make a decision. I respect that. What I don't respect is when you are not considerate of the people who have paid the cost, paved the way, and made it possible for you to believe in the course. You keep forgetting the backdrop. Everybody came to this course with a different skill set, and I keep trying to stress that. You got gentlemen that came into the course with an automotive background like me. You got ladies and gentlemen that came in with a real estate background, a computer background, an engineering background. So wherever discipline they came to the course with, and then you got people who came to the course without any mechanical background, but they put their heart in it. You hear Mike always talk about a young man that didn't even know how to use tools, and the dude is working on high-end stuff. But you know why? Because he applied his heart, his spirit, and his soul, and he ground the wood. And kudos to him. I don't really know his name and all that stuff, but whoever you are, my hat is off to you, because I realized that walk wasn't easy. And see, that's the thing that people don't understand about your subconscious mind. It's already hard out here to do it. But then you got your back brain being like, okay, this is uncomfortable, so I don't want to do it. So whatever I'm going to throw in the way to keep you from doing it, I'm going to do it. Because mentally, you're training your mind and your spirit to do something new. And for those of you who are coming out of the employee space, it's very difficult. And it's difficult because you have been taught and trained to think like an employee. Like, I personally don't have a problem with people who charge too low, because I understand that their mindset is different and there's a place for them. So, that's your place. Stay with your customer. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I realize we all got journeys. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that, how true that is. We all have a journey. We all have a path to our own individual greatness. But I just think it's really interesting to see people that try to sit there and develop a parasitic relationship with you and try to drain you for everything they can get. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. They don't see nothing wrong. Like, why are you upset? I'm upset because you're a damn idiot. And if I could get my hands on you, you would really know how upset I was. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because that's how those people are made. They are speculators. They will speculate. They done studied every course. This ain't the first one. They've dissected this, and that, And let me tell you something. I am analytical as hell. So you better believe I looked at every scenario before I made the move. And I'm going to just keep it real. I was not ready when I made the move. And you look at me and be like, oh, Miss Ward got it going on. Oh, no, hell, Miss Ward don't. Miss Ward is working at it just like you guys. We all have our imperfections. And I try to be as transparent as possible, but I refuse to allow anybody to take advantage of me, or any of my brothers. It's not going to happen. Not if I can help it. If I see you coming through the side door, I'm going to choke you out. That's just what it is. Deal with it. But the reality is, insulate yourself with the proper tribe and the proper support system. See, the difference between Miss Ward and so many people is that I know the gems in the group. I know the people who are going to be successful. I know the people who are struggling right now, and that my words inspire them and keep them going. And I feel honored that y'all give me that designation, but I really can't take no credit, y'all. I'm just a vessel. That is already in you. I might have assisted or was a catalyst for it to show up, but that's all y'all, and I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the young men and women who continue to work through it, because trust me, every situation you're dealing with, we dealing with too. Those of us who look like we already got it going, we got suds, we got this, we got that. Every day there is a challenge, and there's a challenge to stay above water, a challenge to keep going. I mean, we are all tired because we're learning, and it's Mr. Sneed gave us the blueprint, but the key is you still got to make it yours. Every city's different. Every demographic. Like people look at me in South Florida, well, you got this, and that. Yeah, but I got the same drama you got, if not more. I mean, every day I think about when can I move to the country. Like it's gonna be better there. It doesn't matter where you go. You got to take you with you, you know. And I always want to be transparent about that, but I just don't want anybody to give up necessarily because you are deterred. And that's why I help the people I help. That's why I post what I post. And my brothers are always telling me, stop giving them that game. They don't deserve it. They didn't earn it. And they just going to use you, chew you up, and spit you out. And the reality is they're absolutely right. It's sad, but they're absolutely right. For people to question your ability instead of having the wherewithal to go and do the research that you did. And I'm still learning. Y'all trying to follow me? Well, you know, I appreciate it, but damn, I'm trying to get it right. You know, there's not a day that does not go by that I am not challenged in some area of my business. I can give you a list of 20 things right now. If I could stop and do it right now, I would, and it would make my business skyrocket. But I have to choose and move carefully so I don't damage what I built. You know, you're talking to a real business owner. You're talking to a real entrepreneur. And the reason you guys follow me and listen to me because you know I come from the heart, like my heartbreaks, my disappointments, and my victories. You know, I just don't want the game to change me. That's my concern. And you know, people would do things, say things, and move with you a certain way, and you'd be like, wait, well, bump you and bump you and bump this. Because the reality is we all want to do well. We all really want to help, and we all want to inspire. We all want to have the ability to do that. You know, you just have to decide where you want to be. But all this pouring salt on each other and all that, I can't stand that infighting. But unfortunately, I realize it's part of the process to eliminate the losers. You know, half of them don't even realize they full of blah, blah, blah. But anyway, like I said, pick your tribe carefully. Monitor your steps and your moves, and get out here. You gotta touch the appliance. You gotta interact with the customer. All the spectators, I cannot share with you enough. If you don't get out here and touch this game and get involved, you're gonna wake up. You're gonna have a rude ass awakening. I'm telling you. And look at how prepared you think I am. And I came from a background, and when I started my business, oh yeah, I was banging in the beginning, blah, 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 blah. And I wanted everything to fall like this, and this. I had it organized because I'm a control freak. You feel me? Let me tell you something. That's a joke. I was prepared, and I could react better than most people, and I could adjust and change. But I had to adjust and change on a dime, and I'm still doing it. So there is no right and wrong way to go to business. You just got to go to business the way that you can sleep at night and what's comfortable for you. And if your comfortability is not going to take you to 6+ figures, then guess what? That's on you. You are your own worst enemy. You're your problem. You know? I'm telling you. But you got to look in that mirror and make a decision. You got to make a decision that works for you, for your family, and generations to come. Because I'm telling y'all, I cannot preach this enough. Times have changed. And they're going to change any more. I mean more. And there are people who are really not prepared. Really not prepared. Like right now, I'm sitting here this morning, I'm looking at property and land, you know, that I can have my homestead. Because I know that I can't be playing with this homestead, that I need to have that like yesterday. I got to have a place to go where I can grow food and have a respite and, you know, a retreat and just chill. And build my, you know, other life outside of the business. You know, where I can be comfortable, and everybody needs that. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to have residual income, investments and things to fund that. And so when you see people like Mike taking you on the journey from multiple businesses and real estate investments and rental properties and stuff like that, you got to respect that, man, because he don't have to tell you nothing. How many years y'all done work for these companies and they ain't told you nothing? They just wanted to make sure you were trained up as a good employee so you can move their agenda forward. And I'm not knocking that, because unfortunately there's a place for it. Everybody can't be a boss. Everybody can't be a business owner, and not everybody wants to be. And I'm not knocking nobody that doesn't. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, if you're an employee making X amount of figures, please find some place for that money to work as hard as you do. If you ain't heard nothing else I said, find a place for your money to work harder than you do. That's what you need to be studying. You know, because I've spoken to some people and I heard in their voice they are nowhere near an entrepreneur, and they entertain the idea and they will never be one. So I'll be like, don't even bother me, because you're not ready, nor do you have the skill set. I remember, I'll never forget, there was a guy, I wish I could call his name, but I'm not, because I don't even think he even know how much he really pissed me off. I was in a, I'm going to just call it a fake ass accountability group. And of all people, let me just tell you how people will judge you. My schedule was so tight at my job, I was missing meetings, I was missing this, I was missing that. But I had my business, everything structured and running without me. And I was going to this person for guidance, and I was paying a monthly fee. And this clown had the nerve to tell me that they didn't think I was ready yet. That was the worst thing you could tell Miss Ward, what you think I can't do and what you don't think. But you know, he don't understand. He really inspired me to not only tighten up my game, to prove a point. So one day I'm going to see him, and I'm going to have that one-on-one conversation. I ain't going to put him on blast right here, but boy, look here. And I know I'm going to run into him because we in the same circles. And I'm going to tell him, appreciate the installation. And thank you for disappointing me and discouraging me, because now not only is it my job to outdo you and be better than you, but you know, probably make you beg me for some money or a loan, because I'm trifling like that. In fact, I'll probably come and buy your business, because that's how trifling I am. You feel me? So, hey, the greatest revenge is success, people, all day long. But with that said, the information's out here. There are plenty of courses that offer great information. And there's a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of things online that are free. If you put that stuff together, you can work on your time management, you can work on your people skills, you can work on your focus. Like me, I use a lot of binaural beats and focusing music and background music while I'm doing things at home, because I can't focus. Somebody said something to me, I think it was Bruce, made a comment to me about reminding me of himself without the ADHD. I said, bro, how you know I don't have one of those mentalities where something go by, I'm like, squirrel. Yeah, I will get distracted in a minute, which is why I have to listen to that stuff just to get work done and to block out my time, because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. So we all have our struggles. But like I said, y'all, this is 18 minutes. I really didn't mean to go on this long. Let's get out here and do it, man. And find your tribe. Support your tribe and protect them. This is why I have my little mastermind, and there are only select people in it. And you'll never know when you select it, which is so funny, because I'll be telling them like, yeah, you one of my mastermind people. They be like, what? When that happened? But it's how much respect I have for them, and I can go to them for information, because I don't know everything, but I know how to go to people and humbly ask, and then they walk me through it, and they don't ridicule me because Miss Ward don't know, because I came to them sincere. It's a lot of stuff I don't know, but what I do know, I gladly share and show people how to implement it so they can have that type of success. I have no problem with that. But I'm gonna sign off now, because I need to get in my other mental set. Whew. And I need to rest while I'm at this next spot. I'm going to have to kind of figure that out. I'm probably going to set up a virtual office in the back of the area, since they kind of let me do what I want to do when I go here, which is interesting. But it works for me. So, be good, be safe. And above all else, love yourself, take care of yourself, take time for yourself, and get clear about your goals, because it's going to be 2021, then it's going to be 2022, then it's going to be 2023. And what have you accomplished? What do you have to show for it? A lot of us been on this earth for a long time. Look back and see what you got back now. Because if you ain't got nothing to show for it, you better get on double time. Times have changed, people. Don't get caught up. That's it for me. Have a great day. And remember, stay blessed, stay focused, and stay you. All right, Solid Steppers, you know the call. Let's get it. Have a great day.